Alright guys, to make this recipe it's quite simple. We have this very thinly sliced tomatoes over here, you can see that. That's about 3 tomatoes over here. We have bird's eye chilies, ginger and garlic. This is minced, quite thin, quite small. Some lemon juice, butter, coriander leaves, fenugreek leaves or Kasoori Methi. This would be a turmeric. Then we have Kashmiri red chili powder. You could use paprika if you wish. This is Garam Masala. And this is very coarsely ground coriander seeds, coriander powder. It gives an amazing flavor. And of course we have the paneer itself. And let's get started. Let's not forget the cream over here as well. And we're also going to need some oil. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is grate this paneer. Got a little grater over here. And you can crumble it by hands if you wish. I just like the feeling of grated paneer. Extremely easy to do. You'll find all the quantities in the description with the repurposing the method as well. It's an extremely nice and quick recipe. We're not going to do too much. Alright, this is going to be a little bit softer, as you can see. So the reason I wanted to show you the two differences is because as you can see, the one out of the package grated really easily. That's good for recipes. And if you wanted to get a really soft paneer, my suggestion is to crumble it and leave it overnight in the in the water. And as you can see, it's really nice and crumbly over here. And this is the paneer that you can crumble extremely easy. So sometimes if you get hard paneer out there, just leave it overnight in water and you'll get really good soft paneer. Paneer has been grated. Let's start the recipe. First I'm going to take a little pot here. You could also take a pan. I just find it easier with the pot for me to mix things around. It's not necessary for you to have a pan, a pot. So the reason why we add butter and a little bit of oil here, maybe this is about 1 tablespoon, yeah, 15 mils. Reason why we add about the both of these is because we don't want the butter to burn. And this is a little bit of a buttery recipe, but hey, it's a very quick recipe and that's what it calls for. Let's get this melted out. Alright, so our butter has been melted. Can you make this with just oil itself? Yeah. Can you make it with only butter? Yeah. Can you make it with ghee, clarified butter? Yeah. Can you make it with some olive oil? No. Olive oil is not meant for Indian recipes. Sorry guys, I do not suggest this. The only other oil acceptable oil would be mustard oil, but that does change the profile of things. So here we go. So first thing we're going to add to this would be your ginger and garlic right here. All of it. Okay. Let's get that going. Remember guys, it's not really a hard recipe. Some ginger and garlic that's being toasted right now in butter. Man, the aroma right here is amazing. And that's what Indian cooking is. It's the mixture of everything, the aromas, the spices. And that's what your kitchen should smell like always. It's being bold. Right here. It's alright. So the only spice we will add first is the coarse ground coriander right here before we add the onions. because I would like to get them a little bit of toasted. That's the only thing we'll add first. See that? Alright. Oh man, the aroma. So the next thing I'm adding is all the tomatoes. Alright, so you want to get a nice saute on these. You want to cook them until the water has been completely evaporated out of it. That would be the best way of doing this. That could take, you know, anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes, maybe a little bit more or less. Now if I had a pan, they would actually evaporate easier because more surface area for them to be in. This will take a little bit longer, but I did not want to make a mess over here. So that was my point of view. Alright, I'm gonna see you back when they are almost ready. Alright, we're back. This took about 10 minutes. As you can see, the fat is separated. Don't worry about the brown bits. That's just the milk solids in the butter. And it's a beautiful flavor. Right at this point now, we're going to be adding our green chilies. Now, can you add green chilies with the ginger garlic before? Yeah, you can. I just like to have a little fresh flavor over here. Alright, so the green chilies have been added. Next thing we're going to add is the red chili powder, and the turmeric. Do not add the garam masala. Garam masala is a finishing spice and not a spice that you cook with generally. You can also use garam masala in kebabs. That's okay to cook with. So that's there. So as soon as I added this right here, as you can see, scrape all the masalas from the side as much as you can, because that is going to be part of the flavor that's going to give our paneer. And it's all the missing flavor if you don't put that in. And that's what you want. This is what this is all the Maillard reaction that's happening right now. Alright. Take all the paneer right here. Add right now. Alright, as soon as you add paneer, alright, let's add some salt to this. Salt according to your taste, however you want. See that? Now you might find that everything will become a little bit dry at this point. Don't worry, we're going to fix that with a little bit of water. I have some hot water over here. You don't want it to add too much. You're not trying to make it a gravy. You're just trying to make sure that the paneer is moist. That's about it. You can add water in a couple of instances actually. Now I'm gonna turn the heat down and let this cook a little bit. It doesn't actually require too much of cooking. It just requires heating through. Paneer is so small and it's grated that it's going to absorb all those flavors quickly, very quickly in fact. You won't actually have to worry about the paneer being cooked. You don't have to worry about the flavors going into the paneer because that's all going to happen very quickly. And that's why it's a very favorite recipe for all the Indians, North Indians actually. However, It's a very quick recipe as well. I mean, you know, weeknight, you don't want to do too much, but you want something extremely simple but flavorful and very delicious. This is it right here. You can use this, eat this with bread. You can eat this with, you know, some naan, roti, rice, whatever you want. You can stuff it in for your sandwiches if it's dry. So yeah, so many things you can do with this. It's absolutely amazing. And let's stir this. Give it a taste if there is enough salt in there. That's the only thing you're gonna have to worry about. Nice. I could use a little bit more, but you can also salt it at the very end, so it's not a big deal. Keep checking, keep tasting your flavors. All right, so that's not more than enough approximately. Now to this one right here, we're going to add our Kasoori Methi and our Garam Masala. Now, best way to add the Fenugreek leaves is to crush it between hands. I personally don't want my hands to smell of Kasoori Methi the entire day, so I use this little gadget right here for me to add onto it, and gives me good powdered Kasoori Methi over here. All right, that's there. I'm not going to cook too much now with the Kasoori Methi. Now let's add a little bit of milk. Oh, sorry, cream. Maybe this is about 30, approximately 30. You're not trying to add cream to create flavor here, and you're not trying to cook too much with it. As soon as you receive this consistency right here, see that? It's like a nice risotto, look at that. Oh wow. And you can always, if you find it's a little bit dry, add a little bit more water. That's it. Here we go. I'm gonna bring it to boil for 30 seconds. Add most of our coriander here, and we are done. All right, let's give it one more taste over here. As you can see, you can always add a little bit of salt later on. All right, last but not least, some lemon juice over here. I think I'm only going to add half taste and then add maybe half more. Let's see. Nice, I'm okay with that. As you can see, such beautiful consistency. Let's plate it up. I want to get everything out. This is so delicious. We're gonna finish it off with a little bit more coriander over here.